so part of my DNA includes throughout my career and my personal life being of service. And being a social worker was part of that. Being a consultant was part of that. Being a teacher was part of that. And I was looking for a way to make connections, but also to be of service. And what San Francisco Village offered me was Kate, and also a way to be of service to my own community, to people. At that time, we were not as intergenerational as we are now. So it was being of service to people in my age group, but mostly older than me. And that was unique. And I was incredibly attracted to learning from vibrant, involved, engaged older adults. And I remember vividly, I took a writing class through San Francisco Village, and there was one woman in it who was about 99 years old, and she was sparkling, and she was from the South, and she was from a very socially connected, intellectual social network in the South. And the stories she was telling in the writing class about conversations when she was a child with people like Langston Hughes were thrilling to me. And it was thrilling to see an older adult have such emotional, intellectual, spiritual community capacity. That wasn't, unfortunately, my experience in my own family. So it gave me a vision of elderhood that I didn't have before. And that's been profound. And it's been a lesson that I've learned, both from being on the board with other folks who are extraordinary, and also from being a member of the organization.
I think that's huge. And I hope the same for everyone on this earth, that they give that space and opportunity and recognition for older adults, and that elderhood that you're mentioning, to really, respect and be open to learning from, this demographic that has this wealth of knowledge and has this vibrancy and passion that I think, we all continuously can learn from. So I love that you discovered that, through this network, and are continuing to every day, probably.
Absolutely.